Knicks while they honored #1, Derrick Rose.
He's definitely the face. He is on his way are unreal in year 2.
You made a great point, Stacey. It's the expansion of all the skill set in his game. The shooting's gotten better as well. Not a good pass that time. Kobe White, a good read. And here comes Giddey on the push to Zach LaVine. White, Vucevic, Williams, Giddey, and LaVine again. White keeps the handle going, working on a fellow North Carolina Tar Heel and Harrison Barnes. Wembanyama's got the rebound. 23 rebounds with 20 points against Denver the other night.
They beat Denver twice this year. We talked about it in the Open.
Yep.
Denver is a very good team. I still think that they're a team to keep an eye on.
Vassell breaks the scoring seal on this one. Spurs played a home and home this weekend with Denver. They split. As Stacey mentioned, one of their wins was against Denver earlier, so a good start to their season. Been around 500 all year. There's Vucevic, pass Wembanyama. Vucevic misfires on a 3, and here comes San Antonio. Barnes feeds Wembanyama. He's shooting better from 3 than he was a season ago. Vassell to Wembanyama, the kick to Sohan. Jeremy takes a 3 and knocks it down.
The coach on the floor, especially with Popovich being out with that stroke. This helps the young coach that the Spurs have, having Chris Paul out there. But they have learned to play with Victor Wembanyama. They're starting to play much better with him. They're finding him in transition. Last year, remember, he'd go possess things without touching the ball.
You and I were kind of shocked at times, like how come they're not getting Wembanyama the ball a little bit more often as he tried. Sohan extending an easy finish.
I got a chance to talk to the great Sean Elliott,
love Sean.
Legend, and he told me the one thing, you know, about these guys. He's like, he said Chris Paul will get on these guys when they're not where they're supposed to be defensively, where they're not supposed to be on the offense. He'll ream them. He doesn't cut any corners with these guys.
Vucevic, no. Rebound by Vassell. He said, you know, they had a shot to beat Denver the other night for a second straight game. Went to overtime and got outscored huge in the 4th quarter and an OT. And he said, this team needs to learn how to get a score, and suddenly you're winning a large majority of your contests.
Well, and you got to remember, they're still a young team.
Giddey to Vucevic. Barnes.
They're still a young team learning how to play together. You know, some of these guys were the main guys when Wembanyama was in France. They've had to learn how to relinquish that role and find where their role is. No cookies. Well, you knew Kobe, you know, he had been struggling with his shot coming into the game. You knew it was just a matter of time before he got a rhythm. And he was in a big-time rhythm.
Those 9 threes were as many as he had made in his previous 5 games combined.
Wembanyama got everybody nervous about coming in.
Yeah, Giddey is trying to find some space. Now Vucevic just goes after Wembanyama using the footwork. There's a 2-hand volleyball block by the unicorn that is Wembanyama, who lobs it up for Sohan, who got denied by the rim. It's grabbed by Kobe White. Bulls still looking for their first points nearly 4 minutes in. White past Wembanyama to the company.
They might need to investigate, try to get him away from the rim. I think they're trying to do that with Vucevic, but Vucevic's got to make some shots.
Yeah. Vucevic has taken 5 shots already, 2 from 3-point range to try to draw Wembanyama away. Vassell, boy, has even rocks from injury, and now this is 10 straight starts for Vassell, who's been one of their best scorers.
And he's a very good two-way player.
Yep. Here's Williams, former teammate of Vassell at Florida State. Vassell was the leading scorer on that team that he and Pat
here.
Ball's back in off the inbound. Here's Vassell with ball closing. Giddey's got the rebound. All 25 minutes the other night, plus 10. Scored 8 points, had 6 assists, got in his passing lanes a couple times. Another solid performance. Vucevic to Williams. Tried to kick it, Vassell stole it from his old pal. Leaves it for Wembanyama. Paul rejoins. Vucevic out on Vassell on a switch. It's a jumper that goes down.
He was. Wemby said, hey, get that ball back to Vassell. Clear out, let him go one-on-one. He had Vooch on him.
Williams, a heat shot. The Bulls are back within 4. Wembanyama, his 100th of this season. He's shooting 35%, Stacey.
Tell you what, he's got range.
Speaking of which, LaVine off target. Wembanyama's there. Paul leaves it for Wembanyama, looking for a back-to-back. And Giddey's there again with another rebound.
He's open.
Oh, Vucevic seals it. It's a rebound. Giddey drives against Paul. Kick to Vucevic for 3. 0 for 6 start. Giddey uses his size, hoping let him take it. Now Vucevic has a much easier matchup against Bassi. Bassi is basically taken over as the backup big over Zach Collins. Bassi slings it. It's Sohan open. Overshot, grabbed by Levine.
It'll be a much easier time getting to the basket now.
And Levine knows it. Those are 2 heads-up passes. Vucevic wants a foul call. Not getting it from John Butler. Paul comes back, leaves for Vassell. Rebound for Vucevic, who came back for it. 7 minutes in. Here's Giddey driving. What a screen by Vucevic. A little bit more in San Antonio without Wembanyama. Bulls scored 139 in that game, and they scored 139 Saturday against the Knicks. Those are their season high marks. Here's the veteran Chris Paul. Vassell late in the clock with Ball locking him down. Paul, the kick. Barnes, tough catch, tough shot. I'm going to do it off one leg while bobbling it on a weird pass while fading into the corner. H. Giddey. And rebound Bassi.
CP3 already with 4 assists.
Typical of him. And a nice drop. As he goes back to back, he's got 5, up to 8. Vucevic trying to battle Bassi. Going to work against him. Got it short on the hook, though. And Vucevic has taken, in the first 8 minutes, 9 shots. Only made 1. Here is Paul. That's short. Giddey looking for the outlet. He's got Levine. And he jams it down this time.
That's the way to look at it. That's a la Lonzo Ball that time with Josh Giddey.
Here's Chris Paul in his 20th season, 39 years of age.
Everybody's talking about LeBron. No one's really talking about Chris Paul.
Yeah.
These guys use it. Go, give me that cookies. Throw it up.
Great hands by Giddey. Up out for Zach Levine. That ball for a clean shot block. Smith misses. Vassell's got the rebound.
I mean, it looked like a clean block right there.
Well, it's the #1 shot blocking team in the league. Obviously, Wembanyama has a lot to do with that. Bassi averages about a block a game. And you said Vassell is a great two-way player, and he looked like it on that possession. Now Stephon Castle, the rookie, over Smith.
Coming off the bench now, but he was starting earlier. But he's going to be a big-time player going alongside Wembanyama. They've got some really good young pieces.
He's averaging 11 a game. That's top 4 among rookies. White to Smith, a 3. Here's Vassell, leaving it for Castle. #4 pick out of Connecticut. NBA Rookie of the Year last season. First ever rookie to reach the all-team or all-defensive team on the first team. Led the NBA in shot blocks each of his first 2 seasons. Now Smith playing out on the perimeter. Good screening by the Bulls, but Smith missed it badly. Phillips tried to save it, but 2 Jones. For Castle. Nice lead for Champagnie, and he knocks it down. He's having a breakout year, too.
Champagnie can shoot that thing.
Yeah, man. Out to turnover, and here comes Castle with a little windmill action.
Little 9-3 run by the Spurs.
They have now taken their largest lead at 12. It's Dalen Terry with White, Ball, Smith, and Phillips. White slings it. Smith, you got to make these shots.
Yeah, the Bulls bigs are struggling. My hamstring's hurt right now.
I was just watching it. Ball, there's a 3. Lonzo shooting around 32% or so, still trying to climb that percentage up. We know what he can do at his best as a shooter. A collision with Keldon Johnson and Phillips and Wembanyama. There's Castle against Terry. Wembanyama wasn't looking for it. Champagnie flags it down. Got separation from Ball, but missed the 3.
Here, Billy, you have 2 for 1.
Just inside the threshold time-wise, and White's going to launch a quicker 3 than maybe you'd want to see, but that was a 2-for-1 3. There's got to be enough time on the back side of a 24-second clock and on the front side. That's what makes it 2 for 1. You can still squeeze in 2 possessions for the one down the final minute of a quarter. 9-point lead. Wembanyama trying to rip through in traffic, flung it up there. Failing the series.
And Wemby plays better defense.
Yeah. He plays about as good a defense as any player in the league. Number 2 in Defensive Player of the Year voting last year behind Gobert, his fellow Frenchman on that French national team. Williams had a good shooting start to the game, but misfires to start the second quarter. And Wembanyama's out there with Jones, Johnson, Champagnie, and Castle. Wembanyama being hassled by Phillips. Now the double on to Castle. Johnson from the corner, overshot it. Good defensive possession by Chicago. Here comes Terry. Dalen Terry looking into the corner. Champagnie deflected it in. San Antonio's turned it over 5 times. Wembanyama had a couple in that first quarter. Smith trying to fight through a screen to stick with Victor, who tries to pass out a little. Defense without fouling, and again, Wembanyama, a significant part of that. Lobbing it up there for
I do enough of that, except in the second half, they started recognizing that, but they are doing it this year.
Well, you said it. They figured out how to play with it. Phillips tried to pass it out of there. It ended up being a deflection out. Johnson picks off that cross-court pass. Here comes Castle. Terry came over. Good pass out for a Johnson 3. You and Neal back on the call together was really special. It was a great job all across the board.
Yeah, it was a special night. Everybody, I mean, a lot of people were involved. And that scoreboard was really cool.
There's Champagnie. That won't go. Williams gets Wembanyama out of there, but somebody's got to get the rebound. Terry does. All he had to do was just stick his hand up there, and that broke up the fast break for the Bulls. Williams, the step, the cross.
He's out there.
He comes over that time, and Williams is forced to pass it. Smith takes another jump shot, knocks it down. Here's Castle. Running down to the screen. Johnson out to Champagnie all day. Knocks down another 3 for his. Handles that one to go up 15.
They're moving the ball a lot better than we saw the first time we played them. We got 4 and challenge him.
Minimal foul calls in this game. No chance for foul trouble for Wembanyama because you're not attacking. Here's Giddey into the paint even when the Bulls get there. Now Buzelis challenges him. Wembanyama got the block. Smith trying to go. You're going to get the shot blocked anyway. You might as well get him into a position where maybe he fouls you. Levine backs up. Fadeaway won't go. Wembanyama's 7th rebound. Here comes Castle driving on Buzelis. His fellow rookie with the block.
Good defense. He's got this drag step when it's becoming legendary right now. Castle does.
Giddey long 2. No. Smith taps it to Jones. And then the cut by Johnson. He beat Levine off the dribble. The old Olympic gold medal. A lot of connections on the floor tonight. Buzelis, no. Flung out high. Good second chance opportunity for Giddey and Smith. A 3. Buzelis offensive rebound out to Williams for 3. Knocks it down. 3 rebounds against Denver in an overtime loss. Played very well the night before with 35 and 18 in their victory in OT. Whistle. I think this is talk about it. Saturday night was an emotional night, and that second half was something to behold. As Buzelis challenges Castle, but Barnes is on the back. Motivated by those things. Yeah, this player is really good. There should be some fire, you would think, right? A lot of teams have gotten up to play the players like Wembanyama.
Yes. Look at that, see?
Yep.
They're not even looking to try to score inside. They're looking to pass it.
Nice play by Ball to take it right back. Giddey running with Buzelis and Levine. Zach takes it in and scores.
That was a good defense by Lonzo Ball. Yep. Stopping a transition layup.
There's Johnson able to absorb it. Ball, Giddey, Buzelis, Levine, and Vucevic. And just the reach of Wembanyama there. Giddey trying to take advantage, though. That's a smart.
Can't hesitate to allow him to get back in the play.
Paul and Wembanyama working together again. There was the switch that Paul wanted to get Wembanyama into against the smaller Lonzo Ball. The fading jumper post.
For the three, he recognized he had ball on him, went right into the post.
Vucevic hits a three in front of Wembanyama to essentially screen him away and get.
Well, one step, he's out there contesting the shot.
Yeah.
That's how big he is.
Bassi takes over for Wembanyama now. Feeds it out. Barnes, no. And tap to Giddey. And a whistle up the floor. Levine trying to attack. Now the Bulls are just getting into bad spots and turning it over. It's their sixth giveaway tonight. Both teams with six. Zealous on Chris Paul. Boy, rookie against the vet. Paul knocks it down for a long time now. Over 1,300 games played in the regular season. About 150 playoff games for Chris Paul. Trying to take this young team to the postseason. Ball misses. Vucevic offensive rebound and flips it home. Starting out high on Bassi. Here's Vassell with Levine. Another rookie vet matchup. Barnes over Buzelis. No. Tapped up by Bassi. Vucevic slaps it back for Giddey. On the attack into Sohan. Banked it up. No. Vucevic.
A follow-up.
Knocks it down to. There's Levine using the Vucevic pick. The separation lane was open.
They got to get back defensively and match up.
Yep. Giddey trying to stick with Paul. Leaves it. Bassi scores. Lob up top for Ball. That's off the backboard.
You're waiting too long to get into him.
And now Vassell misfires, but nobody picked up Sohan on the offensive.
Many years.
A staple here, these organizations for a long time. Bulls shooting just 35%. Sanic, the all-time wins leader in NBA history. There's Levine, field goal, third of the quarter. Paul lobs it. Sohan kicks it. Vassell shoots it. Sohan with an offensive rebound again. Barnes dives in into Kobe White. Our first.
Maybe if he keeps those feet on the ground.
He's asking John Butler about it. So from Barnes.
Join us for the Bulls Kid Nation game presented by BMO on January 12th. Arrive early for a pregame party in the atrium. Enjoy special giveaways in the Bulls Kid Nation zone. Meet Benny the Bull and more, all during a special guest today.
There has not been an NBA game going back. There's Levine with a nice back. Going back 28 years. That has not seen a free throw or a free throw list first half. Game going back 28 years that has not seen a free throw or a free throw list first half. There's Levine with a nice backdoor. He's into double figures.
Strong move.
Defenders.
Strong.
And a chance at a three-point play.
And again, Wembanyama down. Coming, coach, you always say, if you're going to foul him. Don't let him get the shot up. You get him a little nickname. So you guys are always, you're right with. I don't even know what he said. Bang, bang. That's good ball movement. Set up by Zach LaVine in the post against Chris Paul. Good record.
Paul. Here's Sohan. Buzelis out on him. The defense by Modest. Here's Wembanyama. Late in the clock. To hoist it in, hits it. Right on that possession, and Wembanyama hits a rainbow three.
You talk about big-time players make big-time plays. Good steal by Vassell.
Vassell just took it away from Kobe, leaves it for Wembanyama.
Oh, man. Goodness.
Left it out there. White going to take a deep three. That won't go, and Wembanyama snares his 8th rebound to go along with 12 points. Now Paul. Mid-range, same spot, that's just. 7-0 San Antonio Spurs after the Bulls had cut it down to single digits. White accelerating. The kick out. Uzel is short. Good rebound by Vucevic. 6 rebounds, and the Bulls, to their credit, are crashing the offensive glass tonight.
Well, you have to with the way Wembanyama is really kind of zoning up the game. You've got to go in there and get some offensive rebounds. You're not going to take it to him. At least get second chance points.
There's Sohan, Wembanyama, lob, Sohan. That was really point guard spot, right?
They put him in that Draymond Green role on this team. Pop did.
They're kind of a point forward slot.
That's what they're supposed to be. This is a Hall of Fame point guard. See that pass?
Now Wembanyama sets it up. The hockey assist from Paul potentially. Another rebound by Wembanyama. Right? Final seconds. It's Levine. The cross, the drive. Over Wembanyama. Won't go. Big difference when you have a true franchise player available in the draft, and that's the case.
Let me tell you something. There's about 4 or 5 of those kids out there that are franchise players.
And that's why this conversation continues to take place, because this is a very heavy draft in terms of talent coming up. Obviously, Cooper Flagg at the top.
Cooper Flagg's at the top, but you're talking about Dylan Harper, who might be the best guard in the draft, and a guy that can be an all-star caliber player at 6'6" point guard. I mean, you look at Castle and how he plays. Picture a Harper.
17-point lead ties the largest of the night. Now Wembanyama's back on the defensive end of the floor, where he had a massive impact against the Bulls in the first half. You see the shooting percentages in the first half. Bulls were twice as good, or half as good, with Wembanyama on the floor. I guess you pick. They're twice as good without him.
This is a great pickup for the Spurs.
Category as well. He's their team leader. 50 steals this season in 35 games. He's #1 on the Spurs this season.
Well, he's always been quick hands.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some of the quickest hands in the league.
He's led the league 6 times in steals. There's a nice drive.
Back Wembanyama. You can't just, be afraid of him because of his reputation. You got to go at him.
Barnes saves it to Sohan, who spins, stops in traffic, and was just patient enough.
Evan.
Got his own fan club here, I saw when we were walking into the building. Green hair. One nice drive, and Kobe White doing what you've been calling for. You still have to attack.
They've been struggling from the three-point line. That means, again, you've got to. I'm sure Billy Donovan told them at halftime, go at him, attack him. Don't be afraid of him.
There's Wembanyama stepping over on a contested 3. Good defense by Vucevic without fouling. Going to take a lot more of those types of plays for the half. Get back in it. Vucevic. Williams couldn't squeeze it. It tips into the hands of Chris Paul. Looking for Sohan on the run. Here comes White to Levine.
Got some guys in the run with him.
Levine trying to separate from Wembanyama with a long 2.
Set him up.
There's Vassell probing. Leaves it for Wembanyama. Hits another 3. It's his 3rd and 11 tonight. It's his 15th double-double. Giddey blocked by Vassell. Not enough space on that side of the rim. Nobody picked up Paul, so he fires. And airball. Wembanyama too. Just nod yes or no. Okay, yeah, he nodded. I see him. Baseline. Vucevic 3, no. Levine right there for the offensive rebound and attacks and scores.
There you go. Bringing a 7-3 floor.
Can do that too. He said he's got pretty much the entire range of the skill set. Why he's talked about as a unicorn. The toughness of the shot is getting better, and he can do that.
Yeah, he got that time.
Another block. Sohan recovers, lost it though. Williams takes it. Quickly up ahead for White. 5 blocks now for Wembanyama. Nice stop and go by White.
Yeah, Kobe's starting to perform. He's 1 of 3. Now he's getting inside.
Well, the 3rd quarter was the big quarter for several Bulls in the game against the Knicks on Saturday. And Wembanyama just slipped and tied their largest lead at 19.
He covers so much ground. Look at that.
Makes things tough for you. Here's White off the scramble. Hits a 3.
In a little rhythm.
Just like he did the other night.
He got 9 in the quarter.
Yep. 9 of their 13. Vassell misses. Sohan, another offensive rebound.
Oh my goodness, Robin down there. Oh, cookies.
number 10, and he's got the different color hairstyle. Nice pass from Levine to Vucevic.
See points in the paint. +2 Bulls.
Ball separates and rims out.
Bulls making a little run here.
Vucevic are in the midst of a 25-game stretch where 17 of them are on the road.
Ooh.
That includes that February road
That used
trip.
to be here.
Yep. Got the circus trip here in Chicago. Williams spins.
Oh, cycle. Bulls got a 9-0 run now. They're starting to cut into this lead.
They're doing it with Wembanyama still on the floor. So maybe Mitch Johnson keeping him out there during a stretch of time where he's often getting his 4 to 5 minute breather.
Maybe he felt it to that timeout. He was able to get a little blow.
White against his wanted. Here comes Vassell. Good defense by Lonzo Ball to force a tough shot.
Yeah, I thought he goaltended that one.
Of course, White and Chris Paul. White went to Chris Paul's camps and played for his AAU team growing up in North Carolina. Vucevic against Wembanyama. Finally trying to get in.
Oh, position that time went right at him.
And the lead is down to 8 for San Antonio. Bulls need another one of those big comebacks. They've had a few of them this year. Here's Paul. And the crafty shot the foul. Paul to the line. He's got another streak going. And a low free throw game so far tonight. Vucevic drives it. Bassey's on the floor now.
Nice. Count Bass.
Go down base.
Count Bassey went right by him. Yeah.
One of the great musicians of all time. There is Paul working hard. White trying to. His old coach Billy Donovan played with him in Oklahoma City for a stretch.
I told Kobe that's what I used to do when you were a little child. You wanted to play me one-on-one at the camps.
Vucevic off target. Buzelis and Paul. It is Chris Paul, and he stops and pops a three. He's always had the ability.
Last 7.
He's done that a few times this season. Now
Castle. He's another good young player out of UConn, won a championship. Oh, somebody.
Vucevic hit the deck. Levine draws Castle's contact, and Stacy.
He was in the cryogenics lab. He was frozen, and I went in and thawed him and brought him back. I thawed him out there. I blocked him. And they found him when he got off the airport, and they put him right back in there.
It's just great to see you guys see the courtside together. There is Buzelis on the interior making an impact again. One of the top rookie shot blockers in the league.
There was so much energy in the building Saturday. And, it was a great game by the Bulls. Eric Rose, Joe King, seeing all the old guys.
Yep. And the dignitaries in the building. Zach Levine in the blink of an eye. Giddy trying to follow it. Cruz umpire. Third official. Frustration. Vassell. Levine working hard on the defensive end. That's tipped into the hands of Lonzo Ball. 3 minutes left. Ball leaves it for Giddy. Tipped. Levine careening inside. And the loose ball to Johnson. 11-point San Antonio lead. Nice read by Lonzo Ball. Slings it ahead for Zach Levine. The catch and the slam.
Great.
And then just kind of bowling balled it into the air as He improves that shot. That's going to be huge for him. Vucevic misfires. Castle's about a 25% three-point shooter now, but that's been rising over the course of the year. Champagne's had a great year shooting the ball.
Penny, both of Champagne guys can shoot.
Saw Justin do it against the Bulls the other night when Washington beat him. Lonzo with the left over the top of that.
I like that little song. You hear this brother say?
Yeah,
that's a nice little tune. I was bumping it in my car.
A lot of teams are bumping it in their locker rooms after games as ball. There is Wembanyama. That won't go. Long rebound, though. Grabbed by Trey Jones. Wembanyama battling. It's Ball guarding him now. Up to Johnson. Step. Float. Rebounded by Smith. Nice pass from White to Williams. Into Wembanyama.
There you go.
Draws the foul. Drawing a foul.
He's afraid to go at him. He's going to bar this. He can't block everything. And then whoever drives to the basket has to know that he's coming over to and ready to catch that pass.
Castle to Champagny, over ball. Giddey and Castle go up for the rebound. Bulls can go 2 for 1, trailing by a dozen. Screen by Smith. Giddey for ball, a 3. Smith slaps that offensive rebound, goes back up and scores. 18 second chance points for the Bulls tonight. And here Billy Donovan yelling at Patrick Williams, you're by yourself. Now the screen. Wembanyama hits the deck. Castle kicks it. Champagny shoots it. And hits. Every time the Bulls get a little surge, it feels like the Spurs have been able to answer and come up with a big shot to silence them for a moment. White will not go to beat the buzzer.
But he obviously also then expressed, as you see another, about just the longevity he has displayed throughout his career. You can tell there's quite a bit of respect among the old heads and the veterans to amass this ball.
It's an amazing stat for Vooch. Consistency.
Loose ball off the turnover. Ball to Giddey with the lay-in.
Bulls 48 to 34. Second chance points 18 to 9.
San Antonio's bench has been one of the best in the league this year. It's plus 20 against the Bulls bench. Johnson's been a big part of that good bench. Another guy who's accepted a different role now as this new rotation for San Antonio with Paul and Wembanyama is taking shape. There's Levine, just his third three-point attempt. I think this is what Chris Paul and Mitch Johnson were talking about. Remember, they got outscored 41 to 19 in overtime and the fourth quarter combined in their loss to Denver the other night. Wembanyama didn't score or have a rebound in those periods.
Good defense by Zach Levine.
Smith skies for the rebound. And what Paul was talking about, right? The veteran move. You got to learn how to get a score and then a stop and then a score and a stop. And you can put teams away in these portions of the game. Levine's trying to bring the Bulls back to back with 10 to play. It's a 7-point game. There is Johnson. Trying to sweep through and
tough basket.
There's White. Drives and with Wembanyama trying to slap the glass with 2 hands. He was there to deter. Johnson drives. Another tough attempt by Keldon Johnson.
In sport collections, and listen to this. It's available in styles and sizes for everyone. .com or the Madhouse Team Store.
Well, the crowd loves it because they get free hot dogs from Portillo's. Billy Donovan hates it because he gave up an offensive rebound opportunity.
Well, I think Josh Giddey anticipated that ball going through the net instead of stepping back towards the shooter.
It's rare to see. Porter. I was curious. I don't know if Raz is there. Hey, not one. Bulls down by 10, 9 to play. Levine attacks and uses steal. Giddey. Levine got tripped.
He's done everything the Bulls have asked him to do. A heck of a season. Oh, there's a steal.
Trey Jones, nice play. Duke against Carolina that time. And Wembanyama, offensive beat going to work, and Castle with a quick reach in. So Sutton,
a quick first step.
Castle, the Big East freshman of the year and NCAA champ in his lone season in Connecticut. Trying to stick with Zach Levine. That won't go. Almost took a rebound away from the Spurs. Here's Jones working against the bigger Smith. Giddey is on Wembanyama. Australia against France. Repost. Wembanyama. Kick out. Champagny, a 3. Won't go. Tapped high off the shot clock. I believe this is the closest the Bulls have been. Trying to make one of those big comebacks again. Here comes Jalen Smith. Into Wembanyama. Tough maneuvering. Got it back. Got it blocked. Got it back. Got it blocked. And a foul is called after all that. Had 10 blocks a couple of times in his career. That's his career high.
Man, and one of those kids slips, like connect, oh my goodness.
Bulls have cut it down to 6. This San Antonio team, which hadn't made the playoffs for 5 straight years after going 22 straight, gets up.
That time, Julian Phillips got caught with his momentum, trying to beat Johnson to the other side.
Shot selection key now, 7:20 left. Levine working in the post against Castle. The fake through the contact, couldn't get it to.
He's taking 5 3-pointers. He's floating with a triple-double. He's there this year. Zach now is starting to get his stride now.
And he's shooting 44% from 3. Zach's three-point shooting in terms of percentage early. We're talking about the efficiency. That is going sky high right now.
And he's also playing defense. He's competing, which you want him to do.
He's here on Barnes now. Smith on Wembanyama. He's going to force up a 3. Missed it badly.
That was a bad shot.
6-point game, 7 minutes left. Here comes Kobe White against his old mentor, Chris Paul. A 3! Wow! Wembanyama draws a foul.
Defensively, and your defensive principles have to be on point. You had the point guard Lonzo Ball on him. That's an automatic double team if he gets into the attack area.
Rookie, 4-point game, 6.5 left. It's Ball, Williams, again. Zach Levine could not corral it cleanly.
He'll get it with 2 and just flush it.
Vassell picked off by Williams, running with Levine against Paul and Chris. Crafty play by Paul, who's 1 assist shy of a double-double.
Well, Wembanyama's out now. They got to attack whoever's in the game.
Now Vassell, Williams challenged him. And Dosunmu is out yet again, a 6th straight game. Craig is missing a 3rd straight off the bench. Here's Barnes against Giddey. Nice defense by Josh Giddey. Here he comes all the way. He had it blocked.
Vassell, that's his 2nd block.
Giddey trying to rejoin the play. Vassell flings it. Johnson's got it. White's on him and a reset. Here comes Keldon Johnson. White sticking with him. Johnson misfires. Vucevic has the rebound. 5.5 left. Bulls down by 4. They trail by as many as 19. Around the Vucevic screen. Here comes Kobe White. Trying to step through and a whistle and a... Good shooting night again for him. And asked them all about Billy. That's how close those two are. Paul over Vucevic, the 2 veterans.
They're gonna try to milk that play.
Put Vucevic into that spot.
In that spot.
Levine can't separate from Sohan. Makes the screen as Levine. White hesitates, crosses, drives, and Sohan with another San Antonio block, and Chris from the rest of the crew. 4-point game. Paul, there's that same action. Vucevic on him. Challenges the mid-range shot. Manas is 20 years old. Chris Paul's been in the league for 20 years. Levine to Vucevic against Bassi. Paul came over for the help, and there is a whistle and a foul. And that will...
Both teams are getting points in the paint. There's 50 points in the paint for the Bulls and 40 for the Spurs.
For San Antonio. 2-point game with 4 minutes left. See the Bulls 8 free throws in this quarter. They've been attacking more. Giddey on to Paul. There's the Bassi screen. Paul into a 3.
Famer. He's going to eat that alive.
Up by 7. There's White.
In the 2nd half.
Yep. Williams could not finish it at the rim. It ricochets to him. Williams inside, can't finish it. Loose ball, grabbed by Bassi, and San Antonio out with it. Vucevic has a double-double officially now. 5:37 for his career. There's the screen. And it's an all. Suddenly have gone cold from the floor. It's Zach Levine. Slings to Vucevic. Big 3. Good! On a 2-for-9 shooting night from 3, he comes up when they need one. A 4-point game again. It's Lonzo Ball on Paul. Inside Wembanyama, outside Sohan. Bad looking shot. Vucevic the board. Here comes Levine. Pull up three. You got it. 34 for Levine. Wembanyama. Off target. Levine's the rebound. The Bulls look for their first lead of this game after 46 minutes. Williams for the lead. Air ball. Vucevic saved it, but he...
Get him back in that attack mode.
2 minutes left. 1 point San Antonio lead. The moments that Chris Paul is trying to
Here it comes.
implore to this young team. That same action, the Wembanyama screen. Paul 4-3, would not go. Big rebound, Levine.
He tried to draw a foul that time. They didn't give it to him.
100 seconds left. Bulls look for their first advantage of the game. Levine to give it to him. In and out. 90 seconds left.
Coming down to the wire.
Wembanyama, 33 minutes tonight.
Just play solid, Vuce.
Vucevic guarding, contesting, won't go. Somebody's got to get the rebound. The smallest player on the floor got it.
Oh.
And Paul to the mid-range where he's hurt so many teams. Ball saved it to White. Another chance for the Bulls to take their first lead with less than a minute to go. It's White against Wembanyama. The drive, the scoop! That he wanted to go higher. 8-0 Bulls run. First lead. Here is Vassell.
Solid D.
Switch. Vucevic. The kick. A turnover.
The cardiac Bulls, baby. That's what they're getting ready to pull the plug. They step off the table.
Vucevic just passed Michael Jordan with his 181st Bulls double-double, top 5 now in Bulls history. Here's Levine against Paul. The drive, the kick. Kobe White drives it. Over the bucket. Down, 3-point Bulls lead, a lot of time left. Here is Paul. It's Wembanyama against Vucevic. A deep three to tie the game, in and out. Levine the rebound, and he's fouled.
Good game for the Bulls.
Now to try to make
28-footer.
5.8 left. Champagny, tough three. Oh, Lonzo Ball. Point Bulls lead. Tap one, to Paul. Here we go. A deep three, Bulls back off, and the Bulls come